Ladies, we are here on the show again. And tonight we are here to turn on the show to talk about the playoffs, who've really pretty much sucked Morales and Tiger Woods when he had his affairs. I swear, these playoff schemes sucked ass. All right, first let's go to the Oklahoma, Alabama. All right, this game right away, 21 scored in the first quarter, 21 points. At one point, it was 28-0. This game was terrible. Took Kyler Murray pretty much the first half to really get going. Kyler Murray could not get his ass going. You could tell that the experience really helped Alabama in this thing. This is like, the fourth straight national championship game. The experience. What's up, man? You can tell the experience really helped Alabama in this shit. It really did, man. This is more of an upload video. I'm not really gonna read the comments. Maybe at the end I'll see. But yeah, man. Kyler Murray really, maybe late in the second quarter, about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, I thought Kyler Murray started settling down a little bit. But yeah, you could tell Alabama, man. Tui Tuipulotu, he was fantastic, man. Kyler Murray, I thought in the second half he did a good job too of not giving up. I thought a key something that, and they didn't do this in the first half. They did it more in the second half. Was Kyler Murray using his mobility to run? His athleticism, his speed. I thought that was supposed to be very key in this game, and it wasn't in the first half. I thought Kyler Murray wasn't doing much, and I thought in the second half Kyler Murray did a lot more job using his legs. I really thought that was different too, the way they were able to get back in the game. It eventually cut it at one point from 28 points to 11-point lead. Because I thought he started more playing like the way he should play, which is not only use your arm, but use your legs too. And he had some good long runs in this game. I really did thought towards the end. But it took him a while. It took him mostly the first half to really settle down. In second half, he got going, but it was a little bit too late. And any time when Alabama in the second half needed a score, when the lead was getting cut down to like 11, they did a good job of scoring touchdowns. Tui Tuipulotu, I thought he was fantastic. Kyler Murray, same thing. Like I said, I thought he took him a while to get going, but I thought in the second half he was better. I thought Kyler Murray was better in the second half. But yeah, the experience really killed Alabama. They really did. And we're going to get a third in 4 years national championship game between Alabama and Clemson. I still feel Tui Tuipulotu should have been the Heisman winner. I still do. I think tonight proved it. Like, I'm not going to be a hater. I know I got a lot of hate for that video, but I still feel like Tui Tuipulotu should be the Heisman winner, not Kyler Murray. Let me go to the other game. What was it? Notre Dame, Clemson. I said it from the start. Notre Dame should never be in this shit. They should have upon Ohio State. It would have been a much better game. The Oklahoma, Alabama game. Shout out to Alabama. They were special. But this game, the NCAA could have done something about this shit. Notre Dame versus versus one of these teams, Clemson. Like from the start, I've been saying this shit since November. Notre Dame, I love Notre Dame, but they have no business. They don't have the talent to compete versus these teams. Notre Dame should have not been in this shit. This is the second time we saw this. We saw this, I believe, in 2013. They got voted in to play in the national championship game versus Alabama, and Alabama ran them out of the field. Same thing tonight. Clemson, I'm not gonna. It wasn't a huge ass whooping, but what's the final score? I believe it was 30-3. But you could tell the difference. Notre Dame, Ian Book seemed lost. He seemed lost the entire night. That Ian Book, and I said this in November. They're not going to be able to match up. I said it last night in my preview. Notre Dame will not be able to match up with with Clemson, and they weren't able to. They couldn't get the running game going. Ian Book seemed lost. At times, I was like, maybe they should put Brendan Wimbush in. I didn't know what to say. I really didn't. But yeah, I thought it was only going to be like 2-3 touchdowns. It was what, like 4 touchdowns? 27-point lead? You need to do something Notre Dame. Maybe switch their conference. Maybe put them in the top 10, in the Big Ten or something. So because Every time we see Notre Dame, they finish undefeated or one lost, and you want to put them in the Final Four. They deserve it, yes, but they're not playing the competition. They beat Michigan. What happened to Michigan? The last two games got the shit beaten out of them by Ohio State. Today got the shit beaten out of them by Florida. You know, Virginia Tech. Come on, please. Stanford, they're not very good this year. Who the hell did Notre Dame beat? Nobody. They beat nobody. Notre Dame should have not been in this shit at all. People know this shit, and they need to do something with Notre Dame to where, okay, they have this great season, but you know what I mean? It's just like, or switch them over to the Big Ten Conference so they can play along with Ohio State and Michigan. I don't know, but like I knew this shit was gonna happen. I was actually hoping maybe just for two touchdown game. It was like 4 touchdowns, 27 points difference. Unbelievable. I thought Notre Dame could actually score a little bit. They only scored 3 points. They got shut down in the second half. Ian Book seemed lost. I'm sorry. I'm out. Clemson, shout out to them. Trevor Lawrence, you were good. Defensively, I'm going to give you the credit, even though I don't think Notre Dame has the talent to match up. You were good too defensively. So we get it for the third time in 4 years. We will get a Clemson-Alabama matchup. I will make my preview in the next few days. And right now I'm going to say Alabama's going to win, but I will make my preview in the next few days. But yeah, man. College football needs to do something about these, about Notre Dame, because they did not deserve to be in this shit. Very disappointed with the college playoff. They were very disappointed. I feel sorry for the TVs, ESPN, and the NCAA, because these ratings were probably shit for them. By the second half, maybe even first quarter of the Alabama game, a lot of people were not watching anymore. You gotta continue. And Oklahoma, Alabama, what can you say? Give Alabama credit. But you could control a little bit more what you could have done with that other game, that Notre Dame Clemson game. Just maybe put Ohio State and Notre Dame instead to get a better game. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah. And then if you do more college, you're going to have University of Central Florida versus Alabama in the first round. Who the hell's going to watch that? Like, I don't know what the hell you do. I really don't, but maybe I don't know. I don't know what the hell you do, but I'm looking at these Final Four playoffs, and I'm like, is this the answer? Tonight? Notre Dame should not have played tonight. Ohio State should. They got it wrong. Alabama, Oklahoma, give credit to Alabama. They were simply a better team. But I don't know if this is the answer. I really don't. A lot of people are calling for 18 playoffs. Like I said, then we would have to, you're going to have to sit down. Okay, maybe if you don't want to, you're going to, in that first round, you're going to get a matchup of Alabama versus Central Florida. Do you want to watch that? Most likely not. Are the ratings going to get hit? Yes, they are. You got to make decisions in here if you're college football, because I don't think you're fully, this was a year that maybe it would have been better just to vote both Clemson and Alabama in the old system, because Notre Dame had no business being in here. And then the other game was disappointment. But I don't know what you do. I think you still got to continue to fix this shit if you're college football. But anyway, shout out to Alabama. Shout out to Clemson. They will face each other for the third time in 4 years, and we'll see who wins. And until next time, I am CE. I am the greatest man to ever live. I am CE. And until next time, I will see you later. And I'm out. Wait, I forgot my. Oh, what the fuck? And I'm out like a light. I'm out like a light. Out like a light.